Martindale was really a case of I'd worked in the industry for 20 odd years. The firm just went downhill quite quickly and I could see that I wouldn't have a job. So I decided now was the time to have a go on my own. Austin started up Martindale Windows December 92. Yeah, that was the start of the Martindale Windows. The industry I was in from age of 19 really, more by chance than anything else. Really the only reason it was called Martindale was for want of a better name, because we'd just moved in 1985, we moved into a new house and the name of the close was Martindale. 6 months I fell off a ladder and I broke my shoulder blade and fell on my back, which I was lucky I didn't hit my head, else I wouldn't be here now. But I got away with it and I just had 16 weeks off. But luckily I'd taken out an insurance and I got over that and just a bit more careful on ladders then. Just get somebody else to do it.
You get me to go up, yeah.
It was a struggle to start with and it takes a long while to get established like that, but it was nice because you could do the work you wanted to do, work for the people you wanted to work for and that sort of thing, which was...
And your first job was for a close friend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kitchener's, yeah.
Yeah, in Bounton Village.
Yeah.
Richard Kitchener, yeah, he wanted all his windows doing. He was a lovely chap.
Given a lot of photos, weren't you? Which we've which we've got hold of now.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, that was interesting to look back on, wasn't it?
Some of my brothers that used to work for me, because I've got several brothers and at different stages during my business, I think every one of them worked for me at some time. Yeah. I think the biggest difference is that when I first started, people were not well informed on what they were getting. They knew they were going to have a PVC window or wanted one, but they didn't really know what they were buying, so they relied entirely on you to tell them or advise them. As now, people have, I think, too much knowledge of what they're getting. So that's the biggest thing now. I just think people took
you think like an overload of information.
Yeah. Years ago, I think people would trust what you were saying, but nowadays, I think.
But then again, unfortunately, in our industry, there's a lot of people that use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
Hence why we do what we do. Education first. Make sure that's the right product for the customer. The trust and transparency. That's the way we see it going. Yeah.
Try and put them in the right. Yeah, so they know what they're actually going to get.
Yeah. And now AI's come along. I've seen a lot of information on AI that is completely false, and we know the industry in and out. So to see some of the information that's put on there and how trusted it's becoming, it's concerning.
It's used as a selling tool, not for the general public. It's not aiding them. It's really just aiding the companies who want to sell somebody they don't particularly need or want. But it's a shame in that respect. Yeah, well, I was very lucky in respect that when I first started, my wife Alison worked in the bank at the time. She had a very good knowledge of banking and she used to do all my books for me. And she used to write them all by
handwritten, weren't they?
And,
in italic.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic.
She's more of an artist than a banker.
Just brilliant. Yeah. So she was I was very lucky in that respect that she did help me on that side of it. But it was hard work doing all the work yourself because you did the bulk of it. I had different people help me to start with. A bit of part-time, like I said, I had some family help me now and then, but a lot of it was on your own. As we got further along the line, I got enough work to have someone work full-time for me, which was nice to have some company and that sort of thing.
Big jump for us anyway, it wasn't?
It was, yeah.
The unit we're in now is the one we stumbled across. It was such a good opportunity, but it was just going from a double garage to 2 units, because we had to take 2. 5,000 square foot. It was a big leap.
It was, yeah.
But I'm glad we took it. And
by that time, Russell had come up on board with me. Although I wanted Russell to come and work for me, but he wasn't that bothered about coming into the industry to start with. You wanted to do your own thing, didn't you? You didn't particularly want to go to uni. You just wanted to learn a trade, and then that time he was into selling, weren't you? He was like your tech.
Doing art foundation, so I was going to go into some sort of design, product design, or that's the route I thought I wanted to take. But I'm glad I did the Art Foundation because it put me off it completely. And there was the offer of working with you and doing a carpentry apprenticeship, which is something I enjoyed working my hands, and I really thought that was the route for me, and I'm glad I did it, definitely. The sales side was great, but I much preferred working with my hands, and that's how I ended it.
You had the best of both worlds for you, really, because you had the sales, which you enjoyed, but you enjoyed the, like you say, working with your hands. There's nothing better than working with your hands at the end of the day, seeing what you've done. The job satisfaction is fantastic.
Yeah. My wife, she was her background's reporting, newspapers, and that moved into PR and marketing, which is her degree actually. So she had her own company by that point, and we were thinking of settling down, have children, so she ended up joining us and helping us get herself set up here in a slightly more of a corporate fashion, I suppose, and getting us more organised, CRM systems, that sort of thing. My brother-in-law helped us out with us as well. Mum obviously was doing the book still. So it was just 4 of us, and we recruited from there. And we had one team of 2. I think we might have been building at that point, weren't we? Went from Martindale Windows to Martindale Windows Developments when I came on board as 50-50 business partner back in 2011.
Yeah.
Finished my carpentry, doing kitchens, building, and we thought we should really just piece it all together. But yeah, I think from our point of view in our industry, there's a lot of attention to detail. We had too many projects on the go, and we didn't have the trades in-house, so we were reliant on a tiler or a roofer or a bricklayer or a ground worker or a plasterer or electrician or a plumber. There's so many aspects to it, and we just kind of figured out unless we had those multi-trades in-house to send from one project to the next, we were always kind of leaving ourselves exposed reputation-wise to all the tradesmen that were involved in the projects, and there'd always be some scenario or excuse where they couldn't come and it would hold up the project. The frustration would build with the customer, and our frustration would build because we're the middleman essentially. This is unless we can guarantee work for people full-time with us that are multi-trades that could cover a few different things, which is really tricky to do. Our reputation was at stake, and that wasn't really something we were willing to.
No.
What we built up, we weren't willing to put that on the line, so we kind of took a step back from that, didn't we? Around
Revalued it really, didn't we?
When we got the unit, I think around 2017, 2018, and we brought the focus back solely on the windows and doors, and we're glad we did, really.
Yeah.
So there's about 16 of us, I'd say, at the moment. And it's a steady number. We've kind of fluctuated over the years throughout COVID, and we kind of know our numbers well, and how we operate, and what works for the company, and the quality of the service to the customer. And we're at a good number now. Yeah.
The staffing is best it's been for quite a while now, because it's settled down, and now we've got people. We've got
a good team, a mix of ages, mix of personalities, and it really works well. We've got a good culture going, which is what we believe in heavily. Because you can always tell the culture of a place when you turn up. Nothing worse than being somewhere where somebody doesn't want to be in the job. No. You can smell it from a mile off, and I think I can generally say everyone here enjoys being there. We've had to adapt a lot. Yeah, any kind of financial sticking point, like 2008. We opened the doors to more kitchens and building work, and we adapt quickly, you survive, and that's what we found.
Being in business during COVID was a terrible, hard time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more difficult than you could ever imagine.
We had months and months and months of just not knowing what was going to, trying to keep the business together, and I know everybody, all the staff were, looked after and whatnot, but as owners, we had nothing.
Yeah, it took a while to figure it out and for it to come through and claim it back.
Was it going to be anything there for anybody at the end? So it was a real worrying time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but
we kept going through it, and I'm proud of that. And I think that's quite an achievement.
I think a lot of companies did. Yeah. Oh, that sounds cliche, but the company's only as good as the people you've got working for you, and only good as your last job. And we tell all the staff that, and they know that. We're dedicated to learn as much as we can for the customer, so that when we see them, we're their number one trusted advisor, and we're there to disrupt, and we're there to change the industry and do whatever it takes, say what other companies aren't willing to say, do what companies aren't willing to do to benefit the customer.
I think I'm proud that we we have a family-run business, a genuine family-run business that is just gone from strength to strength through a few rough times. It's flourishing, and hopefully it will be a nice business for Russell's family to come into when
hopefully my
children
son.
are old.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to have a business that you think, yeah, I'm really proud of that, and it'd be nice for.
Yeah. Do you think that now when you look at it?
Yeah, I mean,
I think you built it initially.
I just think, what it'd be lovely to think of Leo fitting windows for us in not so many years.
Yeah, he's 5 now, so maybe not yet. But,
10 years.
Yeah. He might want it. Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's nice. That's nice, and that's what we aim to do, and that's what it's all about. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I think I describe Martindale as people think it's a company they can trust because of the fact that we have been about for a number of years. I'm so proud of it, and I suppose I expect everybody else to be proud of it, and we're building something for the future.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Martindale's a company of integrity.
No.
Thanks for coming in to see us.
That's all
I know
right,
you're retired now.
Yeah.
But it's been nice to see you. There we go.
Nice to have a chat, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Thank you.